Follow Goa News Hub on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
नमस्कार, येवकार तुमकां हब एनकाउंटर कार्यावळीन. सध्या कॉन्ट्रोवर्सी चल्ल्या की गोंयचो साहेब कोण, सेंट फ्रांसीस झेवियर गोंयचो साहेब काय भगवान परशुराम गोंयचो साहेब. आता ह्या पुराय कॉन्ट्रोवर्सीक सुरवात केली सुभाष वेलिंकर हांणी आनी ताचे उपरांत वेगवेगळ्या स्तरांतल्यान तांचो निशेध जालो. ते म्हणटा आपूण इतिहासा विशीं उलयता, आपूण खंयच्या एका धर्माच्या विरुद्ध उलयना. आज आमचे बरोबर आसा अशें एक मनीस जांकां लोक लिगल लिमिनरी म्हूण जाणा, जांचे कॉमेंट्री राजकारणा विशयी आयकल्या आनी जांच्यो कॉमेंट्री समाजकारणा विशयी लोकांनी आयकल्या. आमचे मदीं आसा एडवोकेट क्लिओफातो कुतिन्हो, लॉयर बाय प्रोफेशन, गोंयकार बाय हार्ट एंड एनालिस्ट बाय पॅशन. हाजे सो एक म्हणजे वीच सायड यू आर, बिकॉज एवरी वन इज टेकिंग सायड्स रायट नाव. आय वॉन्ट टू आस्क यू वीच सायड यू आर, बिकॉज आमी इंटरव्यू घेतल्या उपरांत आमकांय सकयल कॉमेंट आयले की तुमी कित्याक ताजी सायड घेता, कित्याक ताका तुमी लायमलायट दिता.
I would say I am on the side of beliefs, in the sense I am nobody to say who is Goencho Saib. But if people feel that Goencho Saib is San Francis Xavier, and there is a section which believes that that position should go to Parshuram, who am I to question that? When it comes to Parshuram and Saint Francis Xavier, I would like to be very cautious, because Velingkar may have gone scot-free, so far at least. But Ramakrishna Zalmi is facing a charge sheet. So I would only say that if there is a section which believes in a myth, so be it. But in this controversy, according to me, it is a unnecessary controversy created by Velingkar. To a large extent, I see it is in tune with the Chief Minister's utterances on conversions. The Chief Minister's 20 crore project for building temples destroyed by Portuguese. See, there is nothing wrong in showcasing our past. There is nothing wrong in showcasing our places of worship as part of heritage. But a secular state also should look after maybe all places of worship. There may be work to be done at Safa Masjid. There may be work to be done at the Chimel Church. There may be work to be done at St. Augustine Tower. Now all needs to be done. In fact,
So you are referring to 20 crore funds of
yes,
state
all that I am trying to say is
We'll come back to the first question. We'll go into that during the interview. One.
Yeah.
So you are at the side of faith and belief.
Yes.
Not at the side of history.
See, how far can you go back in history? Velingkar spoke about the invitation of Francis Xavier and Inquisition following thereafter. How did Portuguese come to Goa? See, the role played by Timaya Nayak and Malpai Vernegar in inviting Afonso de Albuquerque at a time when their community was facing the heat from the Muslims is well documented. But can we go back in history and condemn that community for inviting Portuguese? See, it can't go like that. We are talking of 16th century facts, maybe, but 16th century facts, even if they are facts, cannot be used in the 22nd century to create hate and hatred.
Velingkar says, I have no issue about why I'm quoting Velingkar is that I need some base to
Yes, yes.
interview. So,
Yes.
Velingkar says that I don't mind anyone calling Saint Francis Xavier a saint, because that's your belief. He says that you don't call him Goencho Saib.
But-
Lord Parchuram is Goencho Saib.
But who is he to tell anybody not to call him Goencho Saib? See, Goencho Saib is not a title given by the church. It is not a title given by the government for it to be withdrawn by one Velingkar. It is a title given by the people. It is sort of tradition that people call him Goencho Saib. But if Velingkar wishes to call Parshuram Goencho Saib, so be it. There is no problem with that. But why create this controversy at this time in history when everything is smooth?
So, whoever wants to call whomever Goencho Saib, they should call.
Absolutely.
They can call.
They can call. They are free to call, because if he feels and he believes that Parshuram created this land, he is free to believe it. I may not believe it. I may not accept those areas which he believes in. And finally, when it comes to Francis Xavier, by his own utterances, it is not mythology. It is hard reality. It is part of history.
You are saying Parshuram is mythology and...
I did not say that. I am only saying, who am I to say that Parshuram is mythology? People believe in it. People have faith in it. So be it.
So, let people follow their own faith.
Let people follow their own faith. That is what we believe in. It is our freedom of religion is actually freedom of conscience.
He's saying, I'm just putting across the facts of history. I'm just putting across the history. No one should get, hyper. No one should get offended with it.
According to me, he is abusing history. He is using certain parts of history and maybe certain historical facts to perpetrate bigotry at these times.
You see this as a...
I see this as a plan of creating hate and hatred.
between Christian and Hindus?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you believe that Goans will get carried away with such kind of, even if there is a plan, consider there is a plan, do you think that Goans will get carried away?
I don't believe so. But finally, he has earned his place under the sun, because for some time he had gone into oblivion. Possibly this is a project for him to rehabilitate himself, and he has done it well. The fact that there is such a controversy, he is facing flack, and
People are reacting.
people are reacting. So you can say that he has rehabilitated himself in a
So
way.
people's reaction is actually making plans successful. That's what you are trying
No,
to say.
according to me, his plan will not be successful, because we here in Goa live in peace. There is harmony, and even if the project is to create hate and hatred, the people will not fall to this game. And in any case, see, we live in the age of reason. We should not be talking of building temples. Our temples must be bringing industry. Our temples must be places where people get employment. Our temples must be, say, maybe power projects, maybe big industry without pollution, so that we prosper as a state.
He says that civilizations
See,
prosper
building temples is okay. It may help our soul, but in the long run, we don't live in that age.
You don't believe that civilization has to learn from its history and it has to remember its history?
Certainly, yes. History has to be remembered, history has to be known. But history cannot be used to abuse history. In the sense, see, maybe there were certain facts that happened. Now, you cannot have facts, revenge politics happening because you did that 4 centuries back or 5 centuries back. Something happened 5 centuries back should not be repeated today. In fact, we should also take into consideration what happened there. And I will tell you a bit further. I come from Asolna. My village is close to Kungoli. We consider ABC as one. The Portuguese felt the heat in Kungoli. The priests were killed and the village chieftains were killed. Now, even now, the killing of the village chieftains is celebrated in our villages, but none of them have given up, say, Christianity. Velingkar spoke of Verismo Coutinho. Did Verismo Coutinho give up Christianity? He's still a Christian. But at the same time, people celebrate those chieftains who were killed. So it is all depending upon what you celebrate. They celebrate the very fact that the chieftains fought the Portuguese.
They honor chieftains.
Yes, of course. There's a monument built there.
Built there.
And every year they celebrate it. And at the same time, these very people follow Christianity. There is nothing wrong in that.
Velingkar, again I'm quoting Velingkar
No
through
issue,
the
no
entire
issue.
interview.
No issue, no
It's
issue.
because we are just having this interview because it shouldn't be
Correct.
one-sided
Correct.
conversation.
No issue, no issue.
So he says that I am speaking on behalf of neo-Christians who were converted by Portuguese. I am not speaking on behalf of Hindus. He says that talk to Cabral, ask him how he feels that his great-grandfather had to face atrocities and then got converted. I am speaking on behalf of them.
But finally tell me why there is need in this year and this time of history to raise this issue. Why should he speak on behalf of the forefathers of Cabral or on behalf of forefathers of Michael Lobo, where there is need to do that?
Inspiration comes from...
Unless he has some sinister motive in mind, there is a need to do that. See, this part of history is well documented. In fact, the people of Kungoli has been telling the government that this should come as part of history syllabus. Maybe it will come. Textbook, maybe it will come. But there is a question of coming on the stage and coming on a platform and raking this issue up and creating such a controversy.
Unnecessary controversy.
Absolutely unnecessary controversy.
No need of educating people about the past at this point of time.
According to me, don't use education to create hatred. See, if you use education, if you use history to create hatred, that is the problem.
Don't create hatred.
Don't create hatred. That is exactly what I am saying.
But if someone speaks, it's up to someone else to take it the way they want to take it. Now, he had made a statement of the history and now people have started reacting and that might create a hatred.
See, the problem is like this. There is a very thin line between freedom of speech and hate speech. Hate speech is something that incites, something that creates a controversy whereby people react. That reaction can lead to violence. We have seen in other parts of the country where such loose talk from a podium has created lynchings in the country. Maybe in Goa we are far better off. We will not fall to these cheap tactics of such people. But then the point is, why create such hate issues?
As a legal expert, do you stand by Velingkar with his right of expression?
I would say there is a distinction between a right of expression. He has certainly a right to express his views. He is entitled to say that a section's beliefs are wrong. He is entitled to attack a belief of a section of society, but he is not entitled to downgrade that section based on their beliefs. See, what he is doing is he is downgrading section of society because of their beliefs.
What he has
But
actually
he
said.
is attacking their nationality. He has no business to do that. We are not less nationals than him. See, I have seen your interview with him. The whole line of argument of his is that these people are less nationals. This is not correct, and because of their beliefs. See, I am again repeating, the people of Congoli believe in the chieftains who are killed by the Portuguese. They celebrate them every year. But at the same time, they go to Old Goa every year to celebrate the feast of Francis Xavier. Now, where is the controversy? Because finally, for them, Goencho Saib is a living tradition. And at the same time, they celebrate the killings of their chieftains.
So do you feel he has violated law, Velingkar?
See, again, this law, violation of a law, is which side you are. See, and who can create incitement. Like we will find every now and then we would be told that Ovesi said this, no action is taken against him. When a person from a majority community takes a stand and incites the majority against a minority, according to me, that is completely hate speech.
So,
But at the same time, when a minority community speaks hatred against the majority, they may not be in a position to create as much violence, as much incitement as a majority. So there could be a difference between the two. But I am not at all condoning hate speech by minorities. But I am saying that when a majority community does it, it can have huge impact. And that is what we have seen all over beef lynching, love jihad, and laws like that.
but you are interpreting law as per your convenience right now. Law has to be common for all the communities. If someone says something against Saint Francis Xavier,
I am not.
he has to be punished, and if someone says something to Lord Parshuram, also he has to be punished.
I am not at all saying that. You are right. See, somebody saying something to Lord Parshuram, that is his belief. See, if that belief leads to a law and order situation, and if he had intention to do it, maybe. But somebody speaks on Lord Parshuram, somebody speaks on Saint Francis Xavier, it may not lead to a law and order situation.
How do you judge? Because Ramakrishna Jalmi made a statement against Lord Parshuram.
Yes.
And he has been charge sheeted. He faced the action.
Yes.
But
there is a total silence on Velingkar.
So how do you judge whether someone's statement will incite people to resort to violence?
See, that will have to be seen by the police. But we will find in our country, you take stands on which side you are. It is like this, for the Portuguese, the 4 priests killed would be martyrs. But for the people of Congoli, the chieftains are martyrs. See, it all depends upon which side you are.
Correct.
Now, here, a section may think that Ramakrishna Jalmi was inciting violence. But look at it this way, that did it create any waves even in society? Now, look at Velinkar's statement. it is creating some waves, much more than what Zalmi has said. But I am not saying that he should be booked. It is his freedom to speak. But finally, there is a FIR filed against him. The police should take a call on it in much the same way as they took a call on Zalmi. But here we find that the police, the chief minister, who is also the home minister, totally silent on this issue.
Why do you think they are silent?
I feel they are silent because what Velingkar is saying is in line with what the chief minister has been trying to do. The chief minister's project of building temples destroyed during Portuguese time, the chief minister's utterances on conversions are in sync with what Velingkar is trying. And Velingkar, I would say, is taking the cue from the chief minister only. So he has been sort of shunted out at one time, and now he finds the dispensation is in line, and he has found favors with the present government. Looks like.
This looks like.
Looks like.
This your entire statement ends with looks like.
It looks like.
No, because it's not a truth also. You cannot say it's the ultimate truth.
I mean, finally he has been silent. He has been silenced rather by the last government. But the present government, he feels, could rehabilitate him, possibly.
That also looks like.
It looks like. I mean, yeah.
Okay, another thing is that do you think that this part of history should be told to people, or you think that this part of history should not be told to people right now because it's irrelevant right now? We have, we have moved on.
According to me, it could be part of history. There is no issue in learning any part of history. But history also must not be used to create tensions in society, because these are 16th century facts maybe, but should 16th century facts used to create bigotry in the 22nd century?
But don't you also think that we are not being told right history? That's why there is a lot of distorted history which is being pushed by certain section of people as far as Inquisition is concerned.
I don't think this is correct, because as far as Inquisition is concerned, there is enough material available and everybody knows that. I don't think that there is wrong history as you are trying to put it. I think as far as Inquisition is concerned, everybody knows it. Everybody knows that this is a dark chapter.
No, I am talking about wrong facts about Inquisition being told. I am not saying that certain facts which were never there during Inquisition are being portrayed. What we heard Uday Bemre speaking on one of the channel, wherein he speaks about Hatkatro Khamo. He says it is not a part of Inquisition, it was part of a judicial system. But it is been projected as a part of Inquisition.
But the Inquisition is part of a judicial system only. If you go to see,
it's a court.
It's a court. It is part of judicial system. So like that, there are parts which are known, and this controversy now is only a unwarranted
Where
controversy.
do you see this controversy going?
According to me, this controversy will die down immediately.
On its own?
On its own. Maybe...
Thanks to Goans who are...
yes, it will die down on its own. Maybe he will try to continue it for some days, but it will not have much of traction.
It won't have much of traction. There won't be any, thankfully, and it shouldn't be there. There shouldn't be any violence or any issues.
I don't expect, because if I can see the reaction of the people seem to be in a mood not to listen to him. People seem to be in a mood of sort of attacking him for raising this controversy at this time, when it is not warranted.
So this is unwarranted.
Absolutely unwarranted.
Thank you very much for joining us on this show.
Thank you.
You are watching this interview on your favorite website www.goanewshub.com. Our channel partners are RDX Goa, production partners are Prasad Deshpande Mentor, goabyline.com, and please follow us on Facebook, Insta and Twitter. And also if you are on an Android phone, then please download our app Goa News Hub so that you are kept informed about what's happening in this state. Keep watching us.
Follow Goa News Hub on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.